everyone, Jenny here with Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. In today's video, we are going to continue with our Stitch and Chat series. I think this is number 29. We are going to be working on this beautiful kit here. This is the Dragon Eye Sow from Wattobizz. Just look at all the beautiful colors in this kit. Let me take this off of here. Look how pretty that is. Okay, as I am filming this, today is Saturday, April 19th. It's just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to get this taped for Sunday morning's video. I hope you are all having a wonderful day as you are watching this, whatever day that may be. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you are returning and if you are new, I hope you will enjoy the video and go check out my playlist and consider becoming a part of the family here if you like what you see. All right, so I do currently have 3 threads ready to go. The other 2 you can't see at the moment because they're a little higher up. So if we get to those, I will need to move the frame a little bit so you'll be able to see them. But we're just going to start with this for now. This one is going to be for these little green slanted squares, or yeah, boxes. All right, just to make sure I have, because I just realized we have slanted this way and some slanted that way. Let me make sure I have the right color here. This one, these should be 38. Let me just check this really quick, because I didn't realize right off that there were 2 slanted differently symbols right there next to each other. So I want to make sure I have this on the right color. I have this going for the one slanted up to the right, which would be 38. Okay, yeah, I think that is correct because the other one would have been 33. Just check what color that would have been. Okay, yeah, we're good. I had it right. Whew, all right. So let me just get this on my needle. Okay, okay, had to find my threader here. All right, so as always, we will read our comments towards the end from our last Stitch and Chat. I think there actually might be a little more than usual just because, as any of you who are returning know, if you watched last weekend's video, I am doing a 500 subscriber giveaway for my subscribers only. And in that video, I did give you the secret word to use if you wanted to participate and let you know what the prizes were, that there would be 2 winners. So if you had missed out on that and had not seen that yet, be sure to go check that out. Give me 1 second. Make sure. Okay. Let me get situated a little bit better here. My seat is not sitting here good. All right, so yeah, make sure you don't miss out on that. That is going to be a lot of fun. I think something else we are going to do at the end as well. I talked a little bit about it also in last weekend's video, that we will do a spin and stitch. Spin the wheel for the extra stitch of the week. So for all the ones, again, that I went over in last week's, I showed everybody all the projects in that basket for the extra spin and stitch. So last week when I ran it, it landed on, make sure that's a green one. Yeah. It landed on the 9 count peonies that I had gotten from New Craft A. So I did get a little bit of stitching on that done over this last week. Not a whole lot, of course, because again, this is just when I have some extra time and I might not necessarily feel like working on the projects I currently am on my focus. So anyway, all that mumble jumble just to say we will be doing the spin again at the end of this video. to determine which one will be the extra kit for this week. So do let me know what you guys are stitching on, of course, as always, while we are stitching together, or if you're diamond painting, whatever you are working on. And just a reminder, or if you are new and don't know, I will have my email address as well as my Facebook group link under the description box below if you would like to share photos of what you are working on. And then again, if you are new, one of the things that I do is at the end of my, only the Stitch and Chat videos, not the other ones. At the end of my Stitch and Chat videos, I will post pictures of the whips that you all have shared with me. So if that's something you would like to do, be sure to go check out those links. And again, if you don't want to join the Facebook group, you can just email it. And if I mention any channels always during my video, that all that information will be down below as well. Now something fun, and I talked about this a little bit in my floss tube. Sorry, let me make sure. This slid a little bit. I want to make sure I'm still in view. Okay. I talked about this a little bit in my floss tube video, number 9. Something new I was going to start. And that was that Enchanted Realm. Well, I'm not sure if I actually mentioned that in the last one. I think I was trying to decide between the Enchanted Realm and the Minions. Well, I did a little poll and Enchanted Realms won, and kind of glad about that because I really wanted to get that one started. It is a caterpillar cross stitch kit, counted kit, and I did get that started. And so far, that one's a lot of fun. I haven't gotten a whole lot done, but I got a good start. Something else that I'm really excited about. I first saw this over on Kat's channel, Katkin and Lily. I'm sure you have all seen her videos. If not, I mean, again, I'll post the link below, but Kat over at Katkin and Lily had started it's called Mermaid's Realm, I believe, by Joan Elliott. It is absolutely gorgeous. I think that's what they consider a black work piece. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. Again, I've only been stitching for a year, but it's meant to be stitched all in one color. But of course, you can do whatever you want. Like for me, on my Long Dog sampler, it was all supposed to be in black as well. But I chose to do 2 different colors, a beautiful red and a purple, which I kind of go over that too in my floss tube, so I won't bore you all here. But originally, okay, so I did get the pattern. I purchased the pattern. It's a paper pattern that's going to be coming in the mail. Purchased the fabric that I want for it, which is to die for. Can't wait to show you all. Absolutely beautiful. But here's the thing. Originally, I thought I would choose a beautiful, like variegated floss to do the whole thing in for the Mermaid's Realm. But I ran across this fabric. Let's see, who was it? I think it's by, hold on, let me find out for you really quick. I have my tablet right here. Should only take me a minute to pull it up. As I want to make, I think it's Witch's Garden Crafts on Etsy, but I don't want to get the information wrong. Of course, again, I'll put anything I mentioned down in the box below. I know, I sound like a broken record. As you know, it's crazy here. It's always crazy here. Can't wait till the day that it actually slows down a bit, but we are not there yet. All right, so let's see. We go to my purchases. Okay, here we go. It is from Witches, I had it right, yeah. Witch's Garden Crafts. She does have an Etsy shop, And I did purchase this fabric. It's called Mermaid's Pool. It is a 14 count hand-dyed artisan Aida. It is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait for you all to see it. But because of that, I decided to go ahead and stick with the black floss for the whole thing. Just because the fabric itself that it's going to be stitched on with the black is going to be stunning. The two together will be perfect. It does not need anything else. It doesn't need any different colored floss. Not with this fabric. It's just perfect to go with the black. So I will show you all that hopefully in my next floss tube in the first week or so of May. Hopefully I will have everything. The pattern is going to be on the way. The special fabric is on the way. The floss. Now I may have had enough floss. I certainly had some to get started. But again, since I have only been stitching for a year, I don't have quite the stash that many of you have. So I'm still at the point where when I go to start something new like that, I just go ahead and order the floss because I want to make sure I have it. Which though on these big projects, you know, that can get a little bit pricey. I know it was a good bit for all the floss that I needed for my Merry Mushroom Village picnic. Is it really necessary for me to buy all the skeins at one time? No. Obviously, I'm not going to stitch all at the same time, but let me make sure you can still see. I'm not sure. Let me move this a little bit. Okay. Oops. But I also worry about, okay, so say I need, 4 skeins of one color. And if I only purchase one right now and wait till a later time to purchase the other skeins, I can't be certain that they're going to be exactly the same. So when possible, I'd rather just go ahead and buy all at the same time, so I don't have to worry about that so much. But anyway, with this one, I mean, it's black. Black is black. But I did still go ahead and, well, I went ahead and ordered 12 skeins of black. I'm not sure what I'm going to need. Uh-oh. My thing came out. One moment. Okay. I think we got it now. I'm not sure how many skeins I'm going to need. But that should definitely be a good start. And again, it'll probably say on the kit, but or on the chart that's on the way, but I don't have that chart yet. So I just went ahead and ordered a bunch. And again, I'm not too worried about being able to get more black. I did go by Joann's Fabrics this morning while we were out doing our weekly shopping. We typically do that on Saturdays. We don't typically shop too much during the week. Well, I don't at all. Sometimes the hubby will stop by the store if we need something just because he gets off earlier than I do. I hope I didn't do any of these slanted the wrong way green ones. We're about out of this color though, so we're going to have to switch here shortly. I'm not sure why this one's run out already. But yeah, so let me know if you guys got anything fun going on, what's happening. I make sure that when I add all the whips that y'all share with me at the end, I want to make sure that I go through the Facebook and the email. All right, we're going to have to finish this one off. Just a second here. But you guys let me know. I know for the first prize for the subscriber winner, there's 2 items. One is a counted, one is stamped. The counted item is a Long Dog Sampler Chart Saga. Let me know how you guys feel about that. If you would prefer that I just, when I do my giveaways, if I just did stamped ones. I know some of you enjoy doing both counted and stamped, same as me. So hopefully whoever wins prize number 1 will like both. Now, prize number 2 is all stamped. It's 3 different stamped kits. So, okay, I'm going to cut it off. How am I going to cut it off with this still on here? These were one of my first pairs of scissors, embroidery scissors that I got when I first started cross stitching. I just loved the antique look of these. I'm not sure how many scissors I have now, but I love them all. I love all scissors. I guess I got a scissor fetish. Okay, so we're going to have to move this a little bit so we can get to one of the other colors. Oh my God, I can't believe it's already over 17 minutes. Jeez. All right, so let's move this a bit. I think we will work on... Okay, so this red color is for these stitches that are just the green up and down bar. And then this gorgeous bright orange is for the sideways bars. Which to do? I think we'll start with this orange. I doubt we'll get past this one. We'll probably save this one for another time, but I doubt I'll have time to do both. All right, so let's go ahead and string this one up. And again, I want to make sure where we're at and that you're going to be able to see. Because I've got it really close for you. So the downside of that is it goes out of frame easily. Take a drink of my coffee here. All right, how many of you are coffee drinkers or tea drinkers? It's funny, I don't think I know anybody that's really both. No, I take that back. I think I can think of 1 or 2 people that like both coffee and tea. But I feel like a lot of people, it's one or the other. You're either a tea drinker or a coffee drinker. Now, I have tried tea many times, many different flavors. And unfortunately, I just don't like it. I wish I did. I want to like tea. I've tried it many times from the time I was a child. I try it off and on. I'll try one here and there. But my taste buds just say no. Now, one of the reasons why I continue to try it occasionally is I know that, oops, what did I do? Okay. Your taste buds change. I think they said they change like every 7 years or something like that. So I do continue to try stuff that I don't currently like. In fact, I found out that I now like fish, and I have for several years now. But for most of my life, I did not. But my taste buds changed, and now I do. Unfortunately, that has not worked with broccoli. I still don't like broccoli, and I still don't like cauliflower. But it worked for the fish. Let me know if that sounds like any of you. In fact, I'm just not a big vegetable fan at all. It'll either be the flavor or the texture. Even though, again, I've tried and tried. All right. Trying to think of what else. I know there were other things, again, that I wanted to talk about. But of course, my brain is blank. It's amazing all the things we've managed to get done already today. Like I said, it's what now, almost 2:30. We had the new internet people come. This is our third internet service in the short time that we have been in this new house. The first one was Spectrum, and never before have we had any problems with Spectrum, but in this particular place, for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to be compatible, because after several attempts of them trying to make things work right, it just continued to, almost daily, the internet would go down, and it could be down for hours or the whole rest of the day. So then we switched over to, I think it was called AT&T Air. OMG. Now that might be great for some places, but they made the Spectrum one look great. Last Sunday's video, I started uploading that video. Sorry. Just trying to make sure what this one is. I started uploading that video last Saturday. I think it was around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it did not get done until 6:46 a.m. the next morning, minutes before it was supposed to go live at 7 a.m. my time. That was the worst. And at that, I wound up just taking it off the Wi-Fi and just had it do it on my cell phone data. It was terrible. All right, I'm trying to decide if I want to go over here or just drop down here, because there's a whole bunch in this area here. But I think I'm going to grab these few first. Let me know who all is doing this dragon sow from Wattobizz. I think a few of you are. I got mine in 14 count. Do let me know what you got yours in if you are doing it. I'd love to see, if you are, I'd love to, love to see where you are at with it. I wish I was further along, but it's been rough, so many things going on, but I know some people are really making some good progress. I see, whoops, hit it again. I see some, I've seen a lot of updates over on the Wattobizz Facebook group. And they also have on the Wattobizz YouTube channel, they are doing stitch-alongs on there with it. And again, I will link all that stuff below. I will be having another unboxing coming up this coming Wednesday. It will release. This will be another one from the awesome people over at New Craft Day. And then I still have some other things on the way. Some things from Dream Stitch that I bought myself. Both from the KS brand, and it's called KS Fan Poo. Hopefully I'm saying it right, not sure. It looks like what that is. It looks like it's maybe a little more affordable version of the KS brand. I think on one of the websites I saw something about, it sounded like one, like the KS brand, I think it said you get Egyptian cotton floss. And the Fan Poo is the regular, I think, ecological cotton. So we're going to get to see what the difference in those looks like. But I'm excited about all of them. Also going to have something else coming from fan cells. So we definitely have some stuff coming up. Now I don't have all those yet, but I do have this one from New Craft Day that I will be doing that video probably early, either Monday morning or Tuesday morning before work, like I do. You know how I do. And then that one will go live on Wednesday morning like usual. Not sure when I will get the next mini stitch and chat. Maybe the week after, I'm not sure. It will depend on if that other stuff has come in yet or not. Oops. Why is that not wanting to go in? So yeah, got some fun stuff coming up. And I like doing that spin of the wheel to give me an extra project for the week. It gives me the opportunity to catch up on some, other kits that need some attention. So that's been kind of fun. Now, if by chance I do spin that 9-count peonies again, I will respin. Because something else needs to get some attention. Okay. These things are quieter for us this week. All right, let me move. So I'm going to move it over here. I want to make sure you guys can see. All right, where am I at? Right there. Okay. So let's just go ahead and start in this one. Can't believe that I have already almost gotten my April part of my house calendar is almost done for the month of April. If I had brought it home, I could have easily had it finished, but I've been keeping it at work for a work project when I've really been having a good time with it. But it is almost done, so I'll probably wind up taking something else to work on, so something else can get some more attention. Who knows? Maybe I'll take whatever I spin this week. I don't know. We'll see. And you will find out when I do my floss tube. I'll probably do a separate section on my floss tube for all the kits that were in the spin category. I'll probably do that separate. So again, I am putting those timestamps. So that way, if you're not wanting to see everything, you'll just be able to go right to the things that you want to see. And since I'm going to be adding that section, which possibly could make it a little bit longer than they already are, it'll have its own section for the spin and stitch kits. Let me know what you guys think of that, if you're enjoying that or not. Or if you'd rather see something else, let me know. I even got a little bit done on one of my diamond paintings last Saturday, a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean probably less than an hour of working on it, but I was determined to get something in. I have such beautiful, let me show where I'm at here. I have beautiful, beautiful diamond paintings. that I've gotten from Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Designs that really deserve some attention, but since I discovered cross stitch, that they really haven't been getting any. Let me know how many of you are like that. Did you start out with diamond painting and then went to cross stitch like I did, or maybe the other way around? Or maybe you still love to do both. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love both. It's just that, as you know, with my limited time, it's just usually cross stitch wins. Especially because I love doing both the counted and the stamped cross stitch. So I got quite a few kits that I'm working on at any given time. Oh, I slid it again. I really need to find a way to keep this from sliding so much. It works great in your lap, though. Let me know if any of you have gotten this nerd stand. I know Amanda over at Amanda's Crafty Corner was looking into getting one, but she was having trouble finding it in stock. It's so nice for having in your lap while watching TV with a stamped cross stitch on it. It's just wonderful. Between this and my Lowry stand that I use for some of my counted cross stitch, it just really has made it even more enjoyable to cross stitch. I was hoping when I went to Joann's today that they were going to have some Q-snap frames or Q-snap style frames, because I really need to get some more. But they didn't. They're really wiped out, and I know they're going out of business, so I wasn't really surprised. But I did get a bunch of floss, even at their special sale price. What did I spend? I think I spent like $44. Which wouldn't really seem like that much, but I got a lot for that, because like their regular, DMC skeins were, I think they're on sale for 44 cents, which is just awesome. I also picked up some of the DMC variegated ones. Those, of course, I think they were like $2.29 or something, but then it was 92 cents off of that, so just really good prices. At least, so I was very happy at least that I was able to get a bunch of floss. Uh-oh, getting out of frame here. Okay. But I think we are going to read the comments here shortly, because I don't know how I do it, because I'm already at almost 34 minutes. And I feel like I just started, so I guess I'm, like I said last time, just a chatterbox. But I know you guys don't mind, because we're hanging out and stitching together. Okay, look at this thread's almost gone too. Now, mind you, they're technically half threads, because as any of you who have been following me for a while, you've probably heard me say it a million times, but for when it's 2 strands of floss, I take 1 strand and just fold it in half for the 2. And the hubby's walking by. Say hello, hubby.
Hello, hubby.
Say hello, friends.
Just doing the honeydews today, real quietly.
Yes, I've asked him to be very quiet. He's a good boy. Did you get the internet all set on the other TV?
Everything's all done. I just need to hook up the cameras.
Ah, good times. My poor hubby has had to redo the internet on everything, and all our TVs. Let's see, we have 4 TVs in this house. And then, of course, our computers, our phones, our tablets. And then we have cameras for outside. All have to be reset. And this is like, what, the 4th time?
Yeah, it's 4th time.
Because, again, we just switched over now to Frontier. But so far, it looks like it is going to be great. everything seems to be working really fast now. I don't know why I can't see to get this one. There we go. All right, so I am going to go ahead and pull up the comments from our last Stitch and Chat. And we'll go over what everybody sent. And again, I'm not going to include all the back and forth conversations because I would have you here all day. All right, so Hoodlums times 4. She also has a channel here on YouTube, so I will be sure to link her channel as well. She says, Yahoo, so happy for you reaching a milestone. And we are talking about that, 500 friends and family members. She says, I love cruising. We haven't been in a while, but we have one planned for January. I'm so excited. I also do cross-stitch videos. I'm trying to reestablish my channel as I haven't been active till recently. Great idea about getting more spider plants. I love flowers too, but my green thumb has left the building. I don't know what you stitch on, as usually I'm stitching myself. Same. I'm glad you don't do music stitch-alongs, as I like the talking. Thanks, Jenny. Wendy. Thank you so much, Wendy. And for anybody that's wondering, this is just in regards to things I talked about during my last Stitch and Chat video. So if you missed that, be sure to go check it out. Katie Petty 2651 said, flowers. I have been looking at the saga pattern and love your color choices. I also do both counted and stamped. Love the stamped when my brain needs a break, for sure. Absolutely. They both have their place, counted and stamped. I absolutely adore both for different reasons. She also said, congratulations again on 500 friends and family. I have put something in the mail for you, so check your P.O. box. Thank you so much, Katie. I appreciate you. For some reason, it posted this twice for her. All right. Thank you again, Katie. Daphne Chamberlain 7225 said, thank you for a great stitch with me. I was working on Song of Summer by Heaven and Earth Designs. I love it because there are birds and flowers. I have a big tree in my yard, and all around the tree are purple bearded irises. They smell so good. Hope you get lots of stitches in. Oh, thank you so much, Daphne. I did get lots, but not as much as I would like. I tried to look up that Song of Summer by Heaven and Earth Design, but I couldn't find it because I wanted to see what that looked like, so I could picture it in my brain. Emma Orchard 9256 said, hey Jenny, catching up again. I feel like I'm always so far behind. So happy for you reaching 500. You should be so proud of yourself and all the work you put into making these videos for us. I don't mind what you work on in these videos. It should be whatever you're in the mood to stitch. This is such a lovely kit. It's now on my wish list, and I believe on that one, the one Emma's talking about is the Dream Mushroom Town. Which I believe is what I worked on in my last Stitch and Chat. She said she's currently learning how to rotate whips as before. I would start one and then only work on that one for months. Like last year, it took me 7 months to finish Ambulite, but I have so many I want to work on. So now I'm doing a 1 to 2 days and switching it out, and I'm loving putting a few stitches in each one. I love this time of year when you see all the flowers starting to bloom. It makes everything so prettier. Love from the UK. Thank you so much, Emma. And again, I just don't know how you work on the same one. I am just in awe of all of you that can work on one until it's finished. My poor brain won't do it. It just starts to leak out both ears, and I just have to switch it up. Jane Murray 4534 said, hey, I love flowers, but my allergies hate them. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. S. Johnson 9880 said, hi Jenny, I love cactus and succulents, and they have beautiful flowers. That is true. Some of them really, really are beautiful. Crisscross Stitches 5748 says, the printing on the project is so clear. I'm working on Wattobizz Dragon Sail. Yay! That's what we're working on today. Says, I work both printed and counted cross stitch. Yeah! I am getting more and more printed ones, though. They are so much easier. I love this time of year when all the flowers start blooming. Happy stitching. Yes, the stamped are definitely easier. It takes all the counting out of it, is because it's all printed on there for you. To me, stamped cross stitch are kind of like paint by numbers. You have the pattern on the canvas instead of, looking at the paper chart. So it definitely does make things go faster and easier. But there's also something to be said for the canvas, or for doing counted, and you pick your own fabric. Some of them you can even pick your own colors, a floss. I mean, they both definitely have their pros. Amanda from Amanda's Crafty Corner, who also has a channel. I think I mentioned her already, but Amanda said, I've been touch and go with watching this one. Been so hard to find time to just sit down and watch. And I know exactly what you mean, Amanda, because I had that same problem. Trust me. She said, which means that I will be stopping again soon. But the plan is to finish this video at some point this week. Promise. No worries, my friend. You know that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I am always working from behind. But I like you, I do my best, because a lot of you on here, I know you have channels as well, and I am trying to get caught up with everybody. Multiple Lanes Creative Brain, she also has a channel here on YouTube. She also does both counted and stamped. She said, lovely kit you're working on, Jenny, and such a generous 500 subscribers option. Flowers. Thank you so much. Multiple Lanes Creative Brain. Let's see. Jenny Carol's Bogart. I am so sorry if I'm saying this wrong. Let me translate this. Says, love the flowers and the mushrooms. And then Maria Angel 28 said, hello, nice to meet you again. Coincidentally, I'm one of those few who work on only one project at a time for now, since I'm already a beginner. However, I'm sure I'll change my mind. Haha. That design is precisely a girl with many flowers in her head in spectacular pink tones. And she also has butterflies in her hands. And I simply love it for that reason. Even though it is just a project, I love it so much. Kisses and hugs, my dear stitching friend. Thank you so much, Maria. I appreciate you always coming by and saying hello. You make me smile. DPK or DP Knees says, I love flowers. Michelle Hassan 1326 said, flowers bring joy and happiness. Liz Walker Watch says, hi Jen, catching up now. I've stepped back to counted. A gorgeous chart hubby gifted me last month for my birthday, and happy late birthday, Liz. Really enjoying it. Our stitch when I can. Never thought I would enjoy it as much after stepping into the stamped world. It's my special project, so not rushing. Absolutely. I mean, it's all about having fun. So there's really no time limits or anything on it. We just do what we do and we love it. And that's why we do it. Cindy Wolcott 4019 said, flowers, flowers, flowers. All very beautiful projects, as are the projects you are working on. I also hope the new flowers you are planting grow well. Thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate that. And I'll have to get back to you on that and let you know. Marianne Hughes 5388 said, flowers. I love the stitch and chat on this project. Thank you so much, Marianne. Soul Stitches, SOL Stitches, say congratulations on your channel milestone. I was a counted cross stitcher for 30 plus years and have only recently fallen down the rabbit hole of stamped. I ordered my first one, which I'm stitching right now, but finding it difficult as I chose 16 count, not realizing how stiff the fabric would be. I'm plodding along with it a few strands of thread each day and working on a counted design as well, while I wait for a couple of, hopefully easier, 14 count kits to arrive. I hope you are successful with your planting and that your garden will reward you with some beautiful flowers. Happy stitching, Margaret. Thank you so much, Margaret. I appreciate that. And again, I will update everybody with my flowers once I have one. I have to have an update. I keep looking, and so far the ones that started out with plants or flowers are doing very, very well. The ones I planted from seed, not yet. But I will keep you guys posted. And for the stiffness of the canvas, you can like roll the canvas up and then just squeeze, and then unroll it, roll it the other way and do the same and just kind of work the canvas, because the more that you work on it, the softer it gets. Shelly Kelly 5944 said, April showers bring glorious May flowers. Isn't that the truth? And I love it. Katarina TR13 She also has a website or a YouTube channel, which I will link. Said, "Hi Jenny, I love your wind chimes in the background. I change every day and I stitch, stamped, and counted. Stitching masterpieces, has great designs. I love her work and I have a few smaller designs from her. Best wishes, Katha." That's because I mentioned that I was going to be starting the Castle in the Sky, which I did get from Stitching Masterpieces. It is another very massive project, but I fell in love with it and could not resist. So I did already get the fabric for it, so I'm collecting it as I go. It'll be a bit still before I start that one just because of everything else that I have already going, but I do plan on starting it before too awful long. And I think that's it. I think we got through it. As I said, we did have, I think, quite a few more comments this time than usual. So, but thank you everyone so much for leaving those comments for me. I love our conversations that we have often through that comment section. Like I know me and Amanda over at Amanda's Crafty Corner, as she has said, we have full-blown conversations. And I really enjoy it. Every time I see a comment has come across for one of my videos, I kid you not, I'm smiling because it means the world to me that you guys care enough about me to send me a message. I appreciate you. And it is such great fun, which is exactly why I do this. Just for the sheer love of it, and I love you guys, and I love this community. All right, I think we're going to finish up this thread, and then we are going to do our spin of the wheel for what our spin and stitch will be for this week. And again, if it does land on the peonies from New Craft Day, I will spin again. But let me just finish off this one. At least we got through a couple. I'm really excited to see how long this video takes to upload to YouTube after what I went through last weekend. Ooh, lordy. That was a hot mess. Come on. Oh, I lost it again. All right, I'm just going to leave that there. I will just fix that here a little later off of camera so I don't hold you up on that. So let me go ahead. Let me pull up my wheel. And we will do our spin. Let me remember where it is here on my tablet. All right, right there. Okay. So this is, let me zoom this out. See if this is, no, that's not going to be enough. Let's do more. Why is it not? Okay, maybe that'll work. All right, so as you can see, this is my spin and stitch wheel. And let me raise this up a bit so you guys can see it better. And we are just going to spin and see what my extra kit for the week will be this time. Oh, yay! It's the Fairy Candy House. Woohoo! Let me, in case you guys don't remember which one that is, let me get it. Let me take it out of the bag that it's in. This is a Fairy brand cross stitch kit, and it is gorgeous. That is what it looks like. This is just me. I love things that are very colorful. If there is a lot of colors in it, I'm probably going to love it. And if you throw in mushrooms too, or candy type houses, yes ma'am, or anything enchanted. Unicorns, mermaids, fairies, I love it all. Yeah, but this is one. This is the one that will be the extra kit for this week that I will be stitching on when I have extra time from my other ones. But all right, we are going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys again for coming by and hanging out with me and joining me in this stitch and chat. Be sure to leave me a comment below and please hit that like button for me. That really helps me out. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I hope you all have yourself a very safe week. I hope you are always very blessed. And I will see you in the next one. It is time to get stitchy with it. Bye-bye.